Now I have an update. The law enforcement community, 3 law enforcement officers came. Mr. Angelero, I probably got that wrong too. Hey, you don't mess with him. But anyway, he's a really nice guy. Like I told him today, I paid that ticket within 2 hours of when I got it. Actually, probably less than an hour. It was record breaking. I'm sure they've never seen anybody do that before. And even when I said that, I said, I better come and pay this ticket before I skip town. Not that I'm thinking about skipping town, but I've been thinking about moving up to Stevenson. And, you know, the law enforcement officers came here and I had a pretty good chat with them. You know, I said, hey, I'm the Holy Father's son. And the woman seems to have a little, I could see a little bit, hey, don't worry about it. You're out of the equation. And I told the law enforcement officers the absolute fucking truth. And I have the luxury of telling the truth. And I want the officers to use Joshua as their shield, man. You better do it because Jesus Christ will get you snuffed out. Because I hate Jesus freaks, man. And if God says so, it will happen. But you know what? He came down here, he said, somebody's made a complaint about me. And I said, why don't you bring that person to me? You know, they won't bring the person to me. I seen that look in the eye of when I said that wasn't going to happen. And because I could read people that good, officers. And then I started thinking about it. This is revenge over me cleaning the lights down here that I've told you about. I cleaned the lights and I actually poisoned them. And these little bugs, these no-see-ums, they're all gone. And, you know, I get wave to people and stuff. I have the luxury of being me. And you know what? And I had to tell the law officers, you can't tell me how to speak. This is I'm allowed to talk. I mean, when people want to silence me, silence is golden. I heard that in the past. And it will never fucking happen again, by the way. By the way, it can't happen. I'll let you talk. I'm going to talk. And by the way, the Holy Father's going to talk. And he will fucking come down on all of you. No shit, Sherlock, as the situation you're in right now. And I don't want to smash here on this side of the earth. I want to smash that side of the fucking earth. So I'm going to be fucking over there. We're going after the whole fucking East Coast. I mean, that's what Donald Trump wants. He wants fucking hell on the earth. Right there. He's goddamn got it. And by the way, these officers didn't friction me at all. I laughed and smiled and said, do you think I would say something to insult any fucking buddy? I really don't think I can insult any fucking buddy. And why one of these people think that they could pick up a fucking phone call and not fucking get nailed by the Holy Father? I'll tell you what, right there when all this fucking happened, the person that did that, I said to the law officer, bring that person to, all of a sudden it resonated, all that shit, and who the person is probably. And that person that made that phone call may very well get fucking snuffed out. How do you feel now is what I'm getting from the Holy Father, Satan and Eve. And you see, I went down there, and the lady down there, she has really pretty eyes. And I said, you have pretty eyes. You know what? I think that lady said something nice to me about that guy. That guy's fucking jealous. He went out there and he cut all that stuff down like he means business. I cleaned out the lights and stuff because I walked down that way. He left it all green so it stained all of our fucking shoes. You know, when I said something about the law enforcement officer saying that, why don't you go down there and ditch that guy? They said, we'll talk to the local city workers and stuff about this. Well, that's kind of like, it's okay for them to call the cops on me, but because I'm fucking complaining, you won't walk over there and see what's happening. I invited all 3 of those officers to go down there and look what's happening. None of them did. I looked at one of the officers, and I liked the young man. You know, I mean, I see him, and you know what? I think he has a boy, and I think I see his boy, and I see quite concern on that officer's eyes and everything. I read people. I am connected to the Holy Father, and if you fucking doubt it, I'm sorry. Your life is in jeopardy if you're a male. Females, you are out of the fucking equation because Eve was deceived. And I won't allow you to be, and neither will the Holy Father either. And that's just the way that it goddamn works. You're out of the equation. No ifs, ands, abouts about it. And if you do something that's very terrible, you may go to the 9th level of hell and be blotted out. And I don't like that idea at all, because all women is done. They're just in the grave asleep. They feel no fucking pain. You know, from the earth you came, from the earth you will go again, you know, like that. And they are in the earth. They're buried in the earth. They're in the graves. You know, people in the cemeteries, they can't hear you. And those people that love you, loved you. And when they taught you stuff, they hope they instilled those good things in you instead of being overcome by bad things in your life. And that's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And anybody that makes a fucking phone call against me and has the cameras cut, hey, I didn't mind talking to law enforcement officers at all. At all. I told them it's about time that you got together, you get to know me. I'm not a bad person, and because I like this guy. The guy that came here, he knows I like him. Goddamn, I wouldn't wish him harm anything. He says, you don't have nothing in your pocket. Hey, I don't need a fucking gun. I really don't need a fucking gun. If I don't like you, I can make your fucking life so miserable by just not liking you. And I don't want to fucking do it. You know, so don't make me do it. Like that person down there that thinks he can cop block me from walking down that way, he sent those cops here to stop me walking at Steamboat Island again. And by the way, the Holy Father and Satan and Eve can see through this bullshit, officers, right fucking now. And I goddamn tell you, you got a goddamn problem. I'm doing nothing wrong in the fucking community, and you got cop collars on me. Why don't you bring those to me? And there's no goddamn excuse why you can't. Because you came to my door, I want to go to their fucking door. And if it's that guy that's right over there, how dare him? This is my goddamn earth, God says. How do you like me now? And by the way, when this is all over, you'll fucking all goddamn know it, because God will fucking make sure you goddamn did. And I'm not kidding. I'm a nice person. I'm good. I'm charging up my fucking blower to go down there and clean up that goddamn guy's job, because he just fucks it up and marks his territory. He, I think, was wearing a red shirt the other day too, by the way, and I goddamn remember that. I walked down there this morning. He comes through and he cut it down. Before I walked back, total fucking mess. He never fucking cleaned it up. Maybe he is. I'm gonna go fucking check, and I'll talk to you later.